Hello, welcome to Wigan Walks. This time we are near the M6. This is the Bell, which is an area of, well, lots and lots of fields. Not for long though. Apparently there are plans to develop this entire area for industrial use, but check Wigan Watch for more details on that one. So it's 6:30 and we've got this footpath which is going through and goes round the outside of the field. Now we've got these donkeys. I've just been told as well that this is the winter home for a lot of the Blackpool donkeys, so we might have some celebrity donkeys here on site. Evening, you alright? Yeah. Or not, I don't know. Can you have celebrity donkeys? I assume so. Any road, it's very, very peaceful. I mean, even the motorway, you can hear the motorway in the distance, but it's still a peaceful place to be. So we walk down here and we've got another style fence thing. So it's quite narrow. It seems like the donkeys can't get out, so squeeze through. Then we've got a little bridge with Forever Young written on it for some reason, no idea why. It was quite an old bridge to me, but there you go. So we're now in a field. Whether it's going to be a field or not in a few years' time is we wait to see. And we're actually going to go under the M6 and come out on a housing estate, which we'll then walk through and then go up a footpath. I have no idea where it goes. How exciting is this? So obviously this is just a footpath, so again it's pretty dry at the minute, but I can imagine if it's been a lot of rain or anything like that, that it's going to be damp and slippy, but at the moment it's perfect. Uneven, but yeah, really nice. Don't know what the crop is, it might be rapeseed. Or it could be wheat, or it might just be grass. It's a bit early, isn't it? I'll come back in the autumn and see what's here. There's a drainage ditch here that runs the length of this footpath. And obviously you've got the M6 there. Although it's pretty well hidden. You can hear it. But all you hear really is the noise of the tyres. You don't hear the engines particularly. If you've watched the walks along the canal going underneath the viaduct, you'll know how high up the motorway is. And when you're driving on the motorway, you're still going up at this point. So we are, even though we're underneath the motorway, we are probably higher than what the motorway is at the viaduct, which we can't see unfortunately. It's down there somewhere. Now, this could confuse a stupid person, but that is the entrance to a field, not a footpath. So we'll keep on the footpath. And we are nearly at the heavily graffitiised tunnel under the M6. So we've come from over there. You see the tractor moving in the distance. We've come from there and we are now pretty much at the M6 underwalkway, or whatever you call it. So here we go. Did warn you it was heavily graffitiised. So we're now under one of the busiest motorways in England. Yeah, it's quite peaceful, considering. So this brings us out now obviously on the other side, so we're more Orrell way now. So we go around the corner. We're actually now at the back of people's gardens, and we're going to go through. Oh, we've got some nice yellow flowers. We're going to go through onto the road, and then we're going to go up the road to the main road. See, I don't know whether I could live this close to the motorway, but you do get used to the noise, and I think you just don't hear it anymore. I think your brain just removes it. You know, like them noise cancelling headphones that you can buy for about £15 billion. Anyway, here we go. We go straight on. Just takes us up to John Fisher. Is it John Fisher? No, it's not John Fisher. What is it? It might be John Fisher. Anyway, the school, the Catholic school. But we go this way, and it takes us onto the estate. And what we do then is we follow the road up to the main road. So I've turned right when I've come out of the road, and I'm assuming that this is going to bring me out where I want to be, which is near where the old engine pub used to be. It's quite a long road. I mean, it's not stupidly long, but it's quite long. Right, I've turned left here because I think that looks like the houses I want to be near at the top of the road. It is indeed. I can see a lot of traffic at the top, so we are going in the right direction. So we're very nearly now at the main road. So we're now at Meadow View, and I'm pretty sure that this is a footpath, although the sign seems to be missing. So we'll go up to the footpath. We're looking at 1848. So let's walk down here and see what's down here, shall we? That's an old sign. It says foot and mouth, footpath closed. That was 2001. Anyway, there's no foot and mouth now, so let's crack on. So again, into really nice countryside. It is, even though it's quite late, and there's a breeze, it's very warm again, which I'm loving. The good news is there's someone else on this footpath with a dog, which means that the footpath is open. Looks like the sycamore gap tree. Right, looks like we might have a choice here. The person I've just walked past with the dog. Oh no, it just bends around to the right, that's okay then. So here we are at the sycamore gap tree. Obviously not. And the footpath does bend round. Got some birds and things. Not a lot of nature. Nothing really in the fields. Hear a bit of bird song. That's about it. This genuinely is the first footpath that I've got no idea where it goes, because I've never walked up here before. So an element of jeopardy. If you watch some of the early ones where I get lost, even where I know where I'm going, you know that Jeopardy is my middle name. Right, there's a stile there, and I assume the footpath goes down there. We'll keep on the main one for now, but it might be worth coming back to that one at some point, although I think we're now heading kind of towards the canal, but I don't know any footpaths that hit the canal. We've got the River Duggy between us and the canal actually, so yeah, I don't know where we're going to end up. There's a bench there, somewhat unexpected. Footpath goes down there, but it also goes down here, so this one looks more interesting for me. You can just about see the chimney of Hines there popping up above the houses to give you some idea of where I am, and the buildings, the farm buildings there, are buildings that are on the hill going down to Gathurst. So if you're just wondering where exactly we are, well, that doesn't really help unless you know the area very well. We're definitely heading straight towards some woods. No idea what these woods are, what they're called, but this footpath is 100% going to these woods, and they look quite dense, although quite thin as well. Like there I can see bits of green that's lit up, so it might be thin woods, but anyway, we'll find out when we get there. Well, we are about to go down a severe drop by the looks of things. Some kind of building over there. That might be why I saw the trees lit up. Might be the car park or something, and obviously the sun shines through that. So we've got a stile there and another footpath, which I don't really rate particularly, so we'll go on this one. Oh! That's obviously where that footpath went. Whoa! That's a drop down. That is phenomenal. This looks like Porter's Wood, but I know it's not Porter's Wood because Porter's Wood is, well, about a quarter of a mile, half a mile to my right. But this is very Porter's Woody. Mind you, I suppose all woods are, if you think about it. Because they're, well, the woods, aren't they? So that would make sense. The drop is... That is some drop down there. You can see the midges flying around. But again, very peaceful, literally. You know, a couple of gobbing distances from the motorway. Well, maybe a bit more than a couple. So we are coming down now towards what I assume is a feeder for the River Duggy. It's not the River Duggy itself, it'll be a feeder. It might be the same one that goes through Porter's Wood. Yeah, it's very similar to Porter's Wood, this. You've also got the bridge. Although this one is made of wood by the looks of things, whereas one in Porter's Woods are not made of wood. So there's another footpath going up there. Then we've got this footpath going along here. Wow, look at that. That's a channel. That's almost as good a channel as the one that I saw behind Standish on the last video. So I heard movement then, but I think it was a bird in a tree. So we're now down at the bottom of the valley, because that's what it is. Look at that. Wow. That's amazing. To give you an idea of how steep it was. Oh, hang on. Is that squirrels or is that... No, it's birds. I thought we had some squirrels then. Give you an idea how steep it was. That is where we walked down from, where it's lighter, that line of light. We've come down to this. Wow. Even if this is a dead end, it's worth it. Look at this. It's a tree that's had a bit of a life by the looks of it. You've got the feeder, which will be going down to the Duggy. Another tree that's fallen down there as well. I'm still boiling. About 150 degrees. There, that's how steep it was. That's when I came in. That's like, yeah, I'm not coming down there. It looks like someone's come down there though. It looks like either a fool on a bike or someone being very brave or stupid. No, delete where applicable. Anyway, we'll crack on. There's another footpath up there. A couple of people have just walked past. Normally I stop these things and walk on a bit, but everywhere I look, it's just amazing. So what we got here? I was possibly right about it being, oh, sorry, sidetrack then. A few bluebells. Must have been late to the bluebell party. Mind you, it is quite deep down this valley, so it might take a little bit longer to warm up for them to grow. Yeah. Alright, it's going to go dark now. Absolutely no idea where this is going to spit me out. This reminds me a lot of Alderley Edge, which is in Cheshire. I did a video there a while ago. If you look in the comments, Tuff will no doubt put a link in. Thank you, Tuff. But yeah, look how steep that is. That's a sheer drop. Lots and lots of fallen trees, and I don't know whether they're deliberately just to, you know, when it's flooding, to slow the water down. I know they got the beavers making dams like they do. Right, we seem to be going back to a more normal path. So we will see what happens when we get to that. Oh dear me. Oh, it's not a tree. But people have obviously used that to get across. I think I'm going to go paddling, I'll be honest with you. But either way, I'm not crossing because it just takes you to a very deep, not cliff, but drop or climb if you're at the bottom of it. Right, so we got that footpath up there. You got this one. So I'm going to keep following this because this is, if my onboard compass is working correctly, this is sending me towards Gathurst. Now I'm wondering if we've actually done the drop, the road, John Rigby and everything is up there, and we're actually level. Well, we must be, mustn't it? Because there's a river there. We're level with the bottom of it. Oh, I don't know. But again, just look at it. Apart from the birds and the two dog walkers a minute ago, not seen a soul. Oh, no. Oh. I thought for a minute it was going to be an elf thing, but no, someone's obviously put fires in there. Tree's still alive though. As you can see. Or is it? No, it's dead. So the tree's kind of holding it. I thought it'd done well to stay alive with the fire going on inside it, but anyway. Oh. Wow. Substantial works here to hold back this rather steep bank. Footpath is getting a bit smaller now. Obviously, if they've gone to the trouble of putting that much effort in holding back the hill, then one would assume there's something at the end of this. This could be one of my new favourite places. It's a lot bigger than Porter's Wood. Things moving around in the leaves and in the ferns and all that. So we're back down level again now with the river, stream. And then we're going up again, and there's some more fencing that's been put up here. I think this time it's to stop us falling into the... well, it's not been finished yet. Oh yeah. This has suddenly got... This has gone from a nice peaceful walk to well, that bit there anyway was like an 8 out of 10 challenge. Went very narrow, very quick. Ooh. Anyway, it's gone back to normal again now. One thing I will say as well, it is very cool down here now. Which is probably what I was on about with the bluebells. It's not like cold, it's still pleasantly warm, but you can feel with the movement of walking, you can feel a bit of a, not a chill, but coolness on your arms. Hence probably why these have only come out recently. Got another bridge here. So going back over the river stream. Again, quite narrow that. And then we go back over it again. So basically the stream is meandering, just going left and right and left at the bottom of the valley. It's quite wide here, the valley, to be fair. So we've got another one. Go across that. Looks like we're going uphill then. I'm intrigued as to where it's going to spit us out. Right, again the footpath has gone a little bit more risque. We are quite high up as well. Then we're dropping down again. Just look at this though. This looks like something out of an adventure movie or a game or something. I mean, that's quite a bit of engineering. Looks like the cyclists do come down here and they choose, look at the skid marks, to go up that side and up that way, which probably makes more sense. Oh! Ah. Yeah. What was on about engineering then? Right, bikes, I'm with you. That's quite deep actually. So there's a stone here I can stand on. Oh, it's a bit slippy. I'm up there and we're across. So, yeah. Right, there's a footpath there going up. It doesn't look particularly safe. So I'm going to go back over this, which is a more solid bridge, which takes us back to the other bridge, which takes us back to a better footpath. So off we go again. Again, it's gone a bit hobbity. Which is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. We are very deep down though in the valley. Spin round and then look up again, you can see. And we're not at the bottom, the river's down there. So some moisture here, which again is a bit Porter's Wood-esque. Can't believe I've lived here in Wigan over 30 years and never knew this existed. I mean, seriously? How? I can hear traffic. Or is it a waterfall? What? No, it can't be a waterfall. There's not enough water here to make that noise. Is there? Well, there is running water, and it is a bit of a waterfall. I don't think that's the noise I heard. No, I can definitely hear vehicles. Though that has got louder. With a footpath going down to the river, but we'll keep on this one for now. Yeah, it's definitely traffic. Another bridge. I'm a bit worried now about these bridges. Although this one looks like it's had some work done, and again. It's very kind of Middle-earthy. Is that a cave? Yeah, it could be. Again, the steps very narrow, and it's quite narrow up here as well. Big drop down to the right. Got some more steps here. Will take us back down again to the level of the river. There's the term steps loosely. Right, there's what look like mountain bike tracks here, which makes me think we are heading to some kind of civilization. But once again, would not hold your breath. Although I don't know whether you can pick it up on the microphone. I can hear what sounds like the M6, which is good news. So going up again, and it does sound like we're coming somewhere where there are, well, I don't know actually. I have no idea where we're going to pop out. Right, there's a footpath going that way, which takes us back across the river We've got this one going this way, which takes us up. So I'm going to go with this one for a change. Although no, I'm going to go this way. Right, so we're going to go down here. Kind of like being near the river. This is actually a lot steeper than it looks. It's very loose as well, so I'm actually sliding on this. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was worth it. Just for the view. Again, bit of a drop at the end. Oof. And then back on it. So where are we going to come out? There's a tree that's fallen over here. Looks like fairly recently, hasn't been moved. You can step over it and the footpath does continue. Right. Looks like it goes this way. Although, I'm not sure. Yep. Does it though? Well, it's horse poo, so that's a good sign. It could be cow poo. Right, so we're back on a footpath. I think. Right, this is quite muddy. Gets more muddy. Maybe I should have gone up instead of down. This is quite chewed up actually. That means things have been through here. Not much further though. Does that carry on or not? I don't want to risk that. I'm going to go back the other way and I'm going to go up where I nearly went up and then decided not to go up. So yeah, scratch that bit. I'm wondering if those that poo, this poo, is deer poo. I imagine it's quite cheap though, to be fair. Anyway, let's get back to the actual footpath, shall we? Right, I've had another change of plan. I am obviously at the bottom, but it looks like there is a footpath there. And this footpath kind of leads to it, or does it just lead to this bit of water? Can I see anything further on? No. No, I'm going to go back. I nearly crossed there, but I've changed my mind. Probably one reason why no one's picked this tree up. Because no one's noticed it's fallen over. Because only fools come this way, you fool. So, back to the bridge. Again though, it was worth it just for the view. It is spectacular. And then up this hill, which is very, very steep. And back on the actual footpath. So let's see what's at the top of this, shall we? Definitely sounds like the M6. Again, look how high up we are. That's the top of a tree. Got a sweat on again. So I've just come down that, which was quite boggy and a bit slippy. And again, we're on what looks like a footpath. Certainly enough dung to make it look like it's well trodden. So I'm now wondering if we come out near the horse training place, the bottom of Gathurst Hill, although that's on the other side of the railway line, so I'm not so sure. Right, back down the level of the river again, stream. I can't understand how this has gone on for so long. But look at it now, it's opened up a lot, which is good. And then it closes down a lot, which is not so good. So all I want to do now is get out of here. And this looks like the most promising way of doing it, because it's a bridge. They don't build a bridge for no reason, except of course we've already seen a bridge that's been built for no reason. Two actually. So we definitely need the motorway. There is the motorway. So we're actually behind the viaduct. And the canal is literally, there's the River Duggy. So I've walked on that side tens of times. I never even knew there was a footpath on this side. But the good news is, I know exactly where I am. We're at the two locks, one of which is disused. And we are heading to, I don't know. There's no bridge over the River Duggy, so I assume it's going to take us all the way to the old pub, which has currently got boards up around it. Anyway, phew. To be honest, this is bonkers. Now I've come out of the woods and the valley, it's getting warm again. Really warm. Well, there's a fence here, and this might tell us what the hell is about to happen. Where does this take us? So this is the M6 viaduct. There's the River Duggy, canal a bit further across, and horse poo. Right, so there's the railway bridge, so we're not going under the railway bridge, probably because the River Duggy is between us and the railway bridge. But we are going... Where are we going? See that steep hill there? That's Gathurst Hill. That takes you up to John Rigby College, which we've basically kind of walked around. We dropped down early on, and we've kind of walked around it. A bit like you can do with Parbourdale, but that's a walk for another day. So we're still on this footpath. I've no idea where we're going to end up. This is a mystery tour, isn't it? The wind's picked up, that's really cooling, which is nice. And still got no idea where we're heading towards. Never seen that view before. The number of times I've walked past here and I've never seen that view before, but I've walked where those people are just going under the bridge, not where we are now. So the railway line is here and the footpath seems to bend along the side of the railway line. So is this going to spit us out on the hillside of the railway bridge? Because there is a little kind of parking area or a gate or something. So is that where is that where we're going to get spat out? And where would we have got if I'd have kept going on that footpath? Would we have ended up on the River Duggy where they've done all that work with the zigzag concrete stuff that they put in? Anyway, I think we're nearly at the end of this footpath. There's a gate and there's a road, so it looks like I was correct eventually of where it would make us come out. So that's the hill that we've just walked round through the woods, and this is the foot tunnel. There's the equestrian place. Then you've got Gathurst railway station up there. So it's 1943, the time, not the year. And we're now going to go back on a more familiar route, which is the one that takes us through Porter's Woods. We're now going to go up this way, which will take us through Porter's Woods. So we've done one woods, now we're going to do another wood. Would you believe it? I'll stop with the wood jokes. Of course, what I'm thinking now is, if you're going along the canal, you can come off Gathurst, go under the bridge, and then go through the woods the other way, from what I've just done. And then that'll bring you out near Orrell. So, yeah, like I say, mix and match. That's what the beauty of these things is. You don't have to do exactly what I do, the way I do it. You can do it any way you want. But obviously, check for the terrain that you'll be walking on. Excuse me. It's very rude. But of course, this is the horse formerly known as Prince. Because of the mask, you get it. So the idea of this is it's going to bring us out the top of Porter's Woods, and that will pop us out near the bell, so we can complete the full circle, which is probably going to be a 2-hour walk, but my god, it was worth it. But not for the faint-hearted, particularly in places. So over the train track, I can hear, there's a rugby match on, I can hear the announcer at the stadium kind of echoing. I've done this a couple of times, so you know it's quite narrow, a bit damp, and you have to duck a couple of times and watch out for the logs sticking out. No, I didn't nearly trip up then. Basically what we're doing is we are climbing Gathurst Hill, but because it's on soft ground and it's not that steep, it doesn't feel anywhere as difficult as walking up the actual road, which is why I prefer walking up here. Disadvantage is you get eaten alive by the horseflies at certain times of year. I'm at the top of the hill now, and we are coming to the two stiles take you across the private road, and then we'll drop down into Porter's Woods. So here we are. No. Oh, there. I'm looking for the little horse. It's over there. It's alright, I was worried then. Right, I'm going to drop down into Porter's Woods. So here we go. So I wasn't expecting to come through here again today. When I set off, I had no idea where that other footpath would have took me. Could have ended up in Appley Bridge, I don't know. But anyway, we've ended up here, and we're now in a very dark Porter's Woods. It is 1954. The time, not the date. Where's the pigeon? I wonder what that was then. Thank you. People often ask me, why when you've been stood up all day, do you go for walks up and down hills and through woods and things like that? I like, because I don't get a day off. But if I do something like this, it feels like I've had some time off, some time to myself. And then I started filming it recently, and it seems that a lot of you guys like this as well. So, yeah, I'm doing it anyway, so I might as well film it. Right, so that bird made me jump. Again, it's gone cool in here, which is nice. Shade of the trees and everything. Oh, it's tyre tracks. I wonder what that was. I thought it was some kind of misty 3D thing. People slid down there into these leaves. It's mad. Mind you, there's a swing there. It's even madder. Never been one for rope swings myself, even when I was a kid. That was very boring. I know, difficult to believe. Now normally I go up there, and that takes you up to the old Heinz entrance. But I've seen, was that a rabbit? I've seen people come this way, so I assume it might bring you out a bit nearer the old people's home or something like that. You can't take you under the motorway, so let's have a wander, shall we, and see where this goes. Again, another mystery tour. Oh, it's a small one. So we've come uphill, which is what you have to do on the other side going up to Heinz, but I don't think we're going to come out anywhere near the motorway, but we might come out near the speed camera, which has been chopped down a couple of times. Oh, what's that? Some kind of building. Okay. Who knew? Right, the footpath has definitely got narrower. That opens up here. So where's here? I have no idea. Right, we're on some kind of private road. Is this John Rigby? Does it spot me out at John Rigby? I think it has. Yeah, there's John Rigby. Well, the school, not the actual person. Okay. Generally was not expecting that. I thought I'd actually end up somewhere else. But anyway, not to worry. I have a cunning plan. This is quite a long road actually. There's lots of signs saying trespassers will be shot because this land belongs to John Rigby College. So we're going to come out near the pub that isn't a pub anymore. Oh, I don't know anymore. The answer is yes. So we're actually at the top of Gathurst Hill. So we'll go this way. So walking along past John Rigby. Outstanding in everything they do apparently. including putting signs up warning about trespassers being shot. Okay, it doesn't say shot, it says prosecuted. So it's 20:04, the time, not the year. Porters Wood Golf Club. Who knew? And this was the cunning plan. So this is next to the Porters Wood Golf Club car park. Now this, when we get later on in the year, is practically unpassable with the amount of stuff that goes across it. But because we're early doors in the spring, it's very easily passable. And the beauty of this is it cuts out a long walk, because otherwise I'd have to go underneath the motorway, walk probably about a quarter of a mile back to where the old engine pub was, and then walk down that road for a considerable length of time, go back under the motorway again, and then end up where we're going to get spat out here, which is not far away from the speed cameras. Never noticed these trees were in line before, but it looks like people have been chopping down the foliage, so maybe this is maintained more now. So literally through them trees, we're practically level with it. We're a little bit below it, but there's the M6 motorway, and we're about to come out near the bell, which is where we started. So it opens up a bit here. A couple of horses in a kind of field, listening intently to the motorway traffic. You'd be a bit knackered if someone's coming the other way. This is very narrow, and on both sides are nettles. Whoa. This is where it gets even narrower. These horses are actually okay, aren't they? They've got that field there that they've chosen to be in tonight. They've got another field down there, and they've got the stable. Lucky so-and-sos. Right, so we're nearly at the end of this now. It is quite a long footpath. It's longer than I remember it, to be fair. But we are nearly now at the speed camera. Well, nearly. So there you go. Should see some cars going past, because this is the main road that takes you to Hines. If you go the other way under the motorway, it takes you to the old engine where the old pub used to be. As promised, there is the speed camera where everyone is behaving themselves impeccably driving past. This one's been chopped down twice, but now it's got extra security on it. Well, metal. So we're going to cross over here, opposite Deanwood Manor. Me neither. Check both ways, we're okay. We can go across this little footpath, which opens up to a road which will lead us out to where we actually started this walk, getting on for 2 hours ago. So this brings us out and a little walk down here. We'll be back at the farm and back at the start of the walk. Shadows are getting longer, but it is nearly summertime. Now, if you've enjoyed this and you've watched the other ones, then please subscribe, like and share. And if you can, if you're able, why not go on one of the walks or part of the walk? Like I said before, just make sure that the ground is suitable for yourself before you go on a walk, because some of these have caught me out, including today's a little bit. Bit of jumping and very steep and very narrow at times, and a bit rough. So yeah, just make sure that the walks you go on are good for yourself. But remember, there's loads of places around Wigan you can walk. So yeah, Why not, eh? Now it seems that the developers are buying property along this road, or at least trying to buy the property along this road, which is within the area of the well, we saw on the map. So if they can knock all these down, I don't know. So here we are back at the farm, and where the walk started. So full circle, it's 21:21, and like I said before, if you've enjoyed these, please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, get out there and enjoy the countryside. We don't get weather like this very often, so enjoy it while we can, eh? Till next time, goodbye.